Whether you're a fly fisher, a hunter, a camper, a hiker, or somebody who just enjoys being outside, there are some books that you're certainly going to enjoy. We'll talk about 2 of those today on Casting Across. I'm Matthew of castingacross.com, where I explore the quarry and culture of fly fishing. Now, on this channel, I usually share fly fishing books that fall squarely into that niche of fly fishing adventures, fly fishing techniques, fly tying, things like that. But I think it's always important for fly anglers to remember that we really occupy a relatively small sliver of the greater outdoor industry pie. And that includes folks that are involved in pursuits that actually overlap where we enjoy fly fishing, hunting and hiking being 2 in particular. And so with that in mind, I want to share 2 books today that I have really enjoyed, and I put them kind of on my top shelf of outdoor books. The first one is 2008's American Buffalo in Search of a Lost Icon. This is written by Stephen Rinella. You probably know him from Meat Eater. I've shared that book, Meat Eater, earlier on this channel. This book is a wonderful introduction, like a history to the American bison. This is a species that holds a place in my heart because although I talk about my time here on the East Coast, growing up in the Mid-Atlantic, actually the first dozen years of my life were in the Midwest, a place where the prairie were just outside of the cities and the buffalo used to roam. And so it was really, really interesting kind of getting a perspective on this creature's history here on the continent. But woven with that history is Rinella's pursuit of one of these majestic beasts. So his voice, his appreciation for the outdoors, his ability to communicate that flows through this book. It is really, really a good read. Another quick story about this book. It came out in 2008. In 2009, I was up here in New England interviewing for the ministry job that ended up bringing me up here. And in between interviews, I went to a local bookstore and picked this up and was reading it until I got the text to come back for my next meeting. But American Buffalo, definitely a good read. Second book, one you probably are aware of because it came out in 1998, is A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. Now, if you've only watched the movie, do yourself a favor, read this book. Movie is a pale shadow of this book. So what is Walk in the Woods? It's Bill Bryson and his buddy Katz trip up the Appalachian Trail. They are not through hikers from the typical sense of the word. But at the same time, what you begin to realize as you read this book, and if you know anything about the AT and people who hike these long trails, is that in a sense, they are kind of the typical through hiker. So you get a wonderful story of Appalachia. You get a wonderful story of the Appalachian Trail. You get a wonderful personal account that is laugh out loud funny at times. It is a book with a lot of heart, but it's also a book that is very, very approachable. I think more than most of the books I've recommended, this is the kind of book that anybody could pick up. If someone is used to only reading kind of snippets and blog posts, then this is a book that they can probably dive into and they're going to have a hard time putting down. Definitely a wonderful read, the kind of read that's going to make you Google what do I need to do to get down to Georgia and start this trail myself. So I will put links for easy access to both of these books down in the links below. If you have read these, and if you find a book that is in a similar vein, let me know another kind of good general outdoor book in the comments below. Then head over to castingacross.com for 3 posts a week on the people, places, and things that go into the pursuit of fish.